I just finished journaling, and I find normally that I learn so many things about myself that I just wouldn't learn anywhere else. And today, it's not something very new, but it's something that I definitely struggle with. What I was reflecting on was that we all have childhood patterns that shape us, whether we admit it or not. And if we do want to change, we need to understand them. We need to see exactly what pieces we're made of. In essence, you can't change who you are until you understand what built you. Which, I mean, it's a very easy to understand concept. You can see why that would make sense. So for me, journaling helps me understand my own blueprint. It helps me understand why some things make me happy, why some things, maybe make me cry without me realizing. Even why some things make me angry, when, some people might label me as overreactive or as maybe even insensitive if we go the opposite way, which is more the case for me. But once you access your own blueprint, you can understand why these things happen, and only then you can decide whether these things are what you want to keep, whether these characteristics that you have, that your past has shaped you into, are things that you want to keep for that person that you want to become. Also, I'm not really an advocate for, yes, let's become that person. I'm more of an advocate for love yourself for who you are, love yourself for your past, understand your blueprint, but also always have a direction for who you want to become, because stagnation is not good. It leads to depression, at least for me. I'm not really going to go into depth about that, but yeah, so understand your mechanisms. A lot of the time, problems that we have in our childhood lead us to develop survival mechanisms. Sometimes, maybe you got into a fight, maybe your parents hit you, maybe, worse things, insert worse things. But a lot of the time, whether you like to admit it or not, depending on the mentality that you have, of course, some of these things make us strong, some of these things give us things that we're proud of today. For me, I'm really happy with my discipline. I'm really happy with the fact that I can wake up at 5 a.m. easily, and that's because I was raised in a really chaotic environment, and I had to do the opposite in order to survive. And that's maybe a mechanism that isn't as helpful to me today, especially given the fact that I'm living in a small town in France. I'm basically isolated, and isolating myself even more because of my schedule isn't really helpful for me. And now I'm having to readapt to be like, okay, maybe waking up at 5 a.m. isn't as helpful anymore. Maybe let's do like 7 a.m. Honestly, I'm struggling, but we're making it work. Just because holding on to things that were maybe useful in the past aren't always going to be useful now, and even in the future, maybe they can come back. Who knows? But always keeping yourself in check, always letting go of what needs to be let go, and bringing in what you want to be brought in. But you can only do that when you understand yourself. We have agency, guys. Let's put it to use. Let's not be passive. Let's act while we still can, as much as we can. We can't control everything, but we can control what we allow to shape us. Think 5 senses: what you eat, what you see, what you smell, what you can hear, what you can feel. All of those things you can basically control. If you can't control it directly, you can control the environment. I won't go into much detail about that. I could talk about that for ages, but I'm still trying to understand myself. The reason why I'm even recording this isn't because I've got there yet, it's because I'm really struggling with it. And again, the point of this YouTube channel was for me to look back and be like, oh yes, that's true, I was there, I was stuck. I just finished the crying session, bro. But even that's massive progress, because I wouldn't have done that before. I wouldn't have allowed myself to sit in that sadness, to think, you know what, yes, this hurt, yes. I'm sorry for all this toe exposure as well. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely not healed yet, but we're getting there. We're actively getting there, not passively. Because life does not wait for you, buddy. But yeah, I think that's enough for now. I hope this can be helpful to me and to anyone watching. It's nice. It's actually nice to say this out loud. It feels really good. Even like video journaling could be helpful for those of you watching. You could try it. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.